Howdy y'all, I hope you guys are all doing well and I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are also healthy. So today's video is actually going to be more of a talking point video, so not really a lot of showing off certain items of clothing, but I do want to talk about something that is actually very important for people to know and understand when it comes to constructing their own personal style. And this could be great for beginners or people who are like in the middle of building their style, but I'm going to be talking about my, I guess, progress and mentality when it comes to confidence. So, just as a quick introduction to myself, my name is Josh, and I like talking about clothes and personal style, obviously. So if you like that type of thing, feel free to stick around for the video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So when talking about personal style and confidence, it is really something that, in my case, came with age. I did not start off as a very confident person. I was very insecure, and it really did not help me in my progression as far as style goes. And I got to a point now where I can literally wear things that are considered unorthodox and wear things like a Margiela Tabby and have no problem. Right over there, one of my favorite shoes, as well as a Rick Owens dramatic drop crotch, and still feel perfectly fine and still feel okay. So I'm gonna try and make this video as short as possible. I mean, I could honestly talk about this for hours on end, but let me try and condense it as much as I possibly can. So one of the things that really kind of made a difference for me as far as confidence goes is that in my first years of college, I think like within the first 2 years is really when I started, I guess, building up to the style that I have now. I basically looked in the mirror and was completely brutally honest with myself in what I liked and what I disliked about myself. It can be a little weird because I know a lot of people can be self-deprecating, as well as a lot of people can maybe praise things that shouldn't be praised. I don't really know, but really finding that balance of being honest with yourself. So there were aspects of myself that I enjoyed and aspects of myself that I didn't find that were ideal. But it is important to know that there are aspects that are good and bad. The parts that are good, you definitely want to kind of emphasize, and those are things you want to accentuate. Yeah, that's the word. Accentuate when you're kind of building the different silhouettes that you put on your body, and then the things that are not ideal, things that you perceive as flaws, you then want to kind of take that into consideration and really think about it, because then you can actually, like, just as an example, say that, cool, one of the flaws, not like flaws, I'm not saying it's a flaw, but one of the things that I didn't see as ideal is that my skin tone is a little limiting when it comes to color. There are colors that go better with my skin color, and there are colors that don't go great with my skin color. That's not an actual flaw, but I then took that further and said, is that something that other people will take into consideration? And honestly, it's not. People don't generally care. You know, I'm a brown man. Well, get over it. It won't change. That's just how I am. And you know what? That's just something I'm going to work with. And really, that's what I think a lot of people, when they consider their quote-unquote flaws, have to kind of definitely take into consideration, is because a lot of people just generally don't care. Whatever flaws you see in yourself, I guarantee you the people around you and the people who look at you don't see those flaws. And really, understanding that has taken me, honestly, years, which I think it is very, very valuable for you guys to know. So it really kind of opens doors for you to try things that you normally wouldn't have tried. I never would have tried drop crotch pants. I never would have tried tabby shoes. I never would have tried the things that I've tried. And really just venturing out kind of builds your confidence, because you then start to realize that, you know what, maybe I can pull off things that I never thought I could. So really, it is just a matter of being open, being honest, and really just making sure that you have basically the mental capacity to make sure that you can pull things off. And there is no excuse. Everybody can pull something off. Everybody. There is always a style for any body type, any style for any color, any style for anybody, and really trust me, so long as you appreciate and you like your style, you think you fit it well, everybody around you will emulate that same attitude about it. So, I just wanted to get into a couple of examples of things that I found an issue to me that really isn't that big of a deal. So, maybe when you're looking at a clothing item and you're like, oh, it doesn't fit my aesthetic. I don't like that excuse. It's not a very good excuse. I think really everything deserves a chance to be worn in any certain way, or to be maybe reinvented in your style in some certain way if you like it. There are plenty of things out there in the past that I was like, I really appreciate this one item, but I don't think I can pull it off because it doesn't go with what I wear. Did you try? You know, maybe you're wrong. You know, I always say that there's always a chance that it will work. There's always a chance, so don't limit yourself. So if you take anything away from this video, I definitely want it to be that the limits that you set for yourself are really limits that you're setting. The limits that you perceive are only there because you perceive them. The possibility for really however you dress is truly endless and really is up to you to be comfortable with. So I would very highly suggest starting to get comfortable with venturing out, starting to kind of like understand that the way you dress is just the way you dress. It's not something that you want to have to like worry about, you know? Constructing a very solid personal style is very important in my eyes. Definitely something that a lot of people need to take into consideration. I'm not saying dress like me, I'm not saying dress like any certain person, but get to a point where you're comfortable with how you dress, and immediately you will be more confident in how you carry yourself. Whenever I am out and about, whenever I'm doing anything, whether that be something very important like a job interview or something as menial as I'm going out to like hang out with friends at a bar or something. Well, not right now, not in self-isolation, stay safe. But something as simple as that, dressing well, in my eyes, makes me feel better, as I think that it will for anybody out there. If you think you dress well, you feel well. So, yeah, I think that's actually all I have to say. Again, I could elaborate for hours on end about this topic because I think it is something that is so important. But I think I've hit all the points that I wanted to. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I really appreciate any sort of feedback or conversation you guys want to start. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. So, drop a like if you want to, subscribe if you feel the need to, and yeah, you know, do what you do. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. I'll catch you guys later.